What's good? It's your boy Fanon. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Wanted to do a live stream this afternoon because I ain't got nothing better to do. My kids left me alone. My kids have left me alone and let and allowed me to have my Father's Day to do what I want to do before they make me spend some money on taking them out to the movies. So I figure I'd do what I want to do and talk about a little boxing. It was a great man. I enjoyed that fight last night for as long as it lasted, man. God dog, that was a brutal knockout. But it was good to see that there was no hiccups, no negatives in it for Errol Spence Jr. Nothing but positives, no negatives. Clearly, he didn't fight the best guy in the world. So, that is what it is. I'm not gonna act like, he just knocked out Triple G in the first round. But he did what he's supposed to do. What's good, man? Wow. Okay, I got a bunch of comments coming through, man. All at one time, man. Sam Alvarado, what's happening, man? Hey, my man, what's going on? Keon, El Fenici, King Corleone, Black Ham TV, Carl Burrell, LT Green, Corey Lee Bison, what's good, man? I was actually checking out your stream for a little while during the fight, man. There was like 3 streams on during the fight, man. So I was enjoying it, enjoying it quietly. What's going on, James Cochran? Bracy One. What's going on? Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you, James. Happy Father's LT. Happy Father's Day to everybody. I was reading the names real quick, trying to say what's up. Make sure I get through these. What's going on? Jumpman 305. What's happening, man? Harold Jones. Love for sports was good. This Corey Lee, Established Ill 92. What's going on, man? Chef Boy ID. All right, man. He said, Robert Lars, why Crawford leave? On Errol Spence outcome after the fight, what was he trying to say? Oh, man, I don't know. He's laughing about it because, that dude got crumpled. I give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he was like, dang, dude got crumpled, and kind of laugh like, what? And he didn't get back up. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. That fight he just did what he's supposed to do in that fight. I'm glad that Errol Spence came out and said that, though, so the people can understand, that is what it is. That, that's what you're supposed to expect in that type of fight. But it didn't go 2 rounds. And it's wow, man, that's an ugly body shot. I did rewatch just so I can get my Errol Spence Jr. Fix a little longer. I went on ahead and watched Kell Brook this morning. Rewatched that Kell Brook fight, man. That was an intense fight, even on replay. LT, what's going on, man? Rich Jones was good. Corley, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Salute. It's an awesome thing. It is what it is, man. Got to do your job. MP4 Vids, what's going on? Hey, I saw your text, man. I'm sorry I didn't get back to it. He said, what's up for 9? Those body shot locked Ocampo up like an engine with no oil. Man, it go. Hey, man, it laid him out, huh? It's a beautiful, ill-established 1992. It's a beautiful day in Chi. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the char. I'm not sure what the char is. In the chat. That's what you mean. Outlaw Jr. was good. Organic Herbs was good. Cass, yo. Yeah, and definitely happy Father's Day, MP4 Vids. I'm gonna get that video. By the way, I got a video, I got another Money Pal, the 4th video coming up. We're gonna be putting it on the channel probably tomorrow. Just wanted, to let Father's Day and all the Errol Spence Jr. fight stuff pass before I put that up. But it's gonna be a good. I think you guys will enjoy it. Miss Boxing Fantastic. Is she Fanatic? God dog it. Miss Boxing Fanatic. I didn't see your text. How did I miss that? Oh, there you go. What's going on, Miss Boxing Fanatic? Blood Boxing. What's going on, man? Happy Father's Day to you, sir. Hope all's well with you, man. Blood, how'd you feel about the fight, man? Key to life, yes, sir. Mr. One and Done 3000 said Marquee Farms Clothing on Facebook. Hey, man, check him out. Okay, I'm almost there. What's going on, Gideon Teddy Nee? Said Don Banks said, happy Father's Day for 9. I'm just sitting here eating breakfast with my daughters. Oh, man, that's beautiful, man. You getting up late for breakfast. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, man. What, you out of the country? Outside of the United States? So, look, man, let's talk about these welterweights. I am excited about this welterweight division because it looks like you're gonna actually have some cats fight. Not too happy with the fact that it's gonna probably be till next year before we get a unification fight in the division. But it's got a good chance. I think 2019 can be a real good year for it, especially if around January or February you get the winner of Errol Spence and you get the winner of Errol Spence and no, excuse me, Errol Spence versus the winner of Keith Thurman versus what's his name? Mikey Garcia. God dog, man, what am I thinking? Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Because I think they're supposed to be fighting in the August time frame. Ill Mike TC, what's good? Yeah, happy Father's Day to you as well. And it's always good to make it a Father's Day, man. This is a beauty. It's a wonderful thing. I talked to my dad earlier. I talked to my dad earlier today. So let me know who you guys got in this the bout. Well, two questions. Who should Errol Spence Jr. fight next? I want to see him in with Omar Figueroa. That's a guy. I want to see him against Omar Figueroa. And then I would suspect that I have Danny Garcia favored. I'm favoring Danny Garcia to beat Keith Thurman. But those are the two questions I'd be interested in getting your the answers to. What you guys think? Number one, who should he fight next? That's Errol Spence. Don't say Ugas because that's not going to happen because that was just had a mandatory and he said he's not trying to fight. Actually, neither Ugas or Omar Figueroa fit the bill that Errol Spence said he was looking for. He said he's looking for ex-champions, somebody that can increase his name, right? He said eventually he's going to have to. Yeah, I can agree. Blood, no doubt. I want. I no doubt about it, man. I want to see unification, but unification can't happen at all until 2019, just because of the timing of it. You have an August fight between Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. That's in August. What do you got? September, October, November, December. The chances are that they're not going to have that bout take place before the end of this year. That's going to be like a January, February fight. And then so you're going to have, and then Keith Thurman's your favorite fighter. Now look, man, Blood, I know that you really wanted to see Keith Thurman fight. And I know that you really hold him in high regard, man. But he's gonna have to take, look, he's gonna have to step up, man. And take those what do you call those warm-up fights you want him to take. I know you love him, Doug. I know that's your Florida dude, and you really want him to do well, man. So I'm looking forward to him getting back. When do you think he should be back, man? Have you talked to him lately? Oh, Blood does not like no Keith. Let me see. We got Spence versus Omar. Yeah, I'd like that. Is Josh Kelly 154? Nah, Josh Kelly's a welterweight, man. Hell, Blood said, hell no. Thurman's from the Shy. Hell no, he ain't. No, dog. We got that. We got the young dude. What is the name of that? Man, I gotta remember. I'm trying to look this kid up, man. He's from Chicago, man. He just won in one of those lighter weight classes. Really good boxer, man. It's from Chicago. I think he might be a featherweight, man. He might even be a bantamweight. But no, man, we don't allow ponytails in Chicago, man. I mean, they get cut off like right when, like if you coming like right when you come up Route 55, they got a ponytail roadblock. Stop that shit cold. Oh, Joshua Greer Jr. Yes, sir. That's what we got in Chicago. We got Joshua Greer Jr. We don't have. That's who I'm about to start riding with, man. My man Joshua Greer. He's looking good, man. I'm excited about that cat, man. He beat the brakes off. I can't remember what the dude is that he just got done whooping. But yeah, man, we don't let ponytails in Chicago, man. That shit was outlawed by their city. They put up a city ordinance. I think that was around 1996. They had a no ponytail ordinance. That's punishing by a man. Ponytails are punishable by $150 fine, dog. Yeah. They don't let them in the city, dog. Kid Corleone, yeah, man. Yeah, said check out Kerman Lagaraga, bro. He gonna be out there in the top 10 soon. Yeah, for sure, man. Kerman. I can't forget that name, Kerman. Nah, man, take responsibility. Hey, you guys in Florida have got to take. You gotta. Hey, man, you gotta. You gotta have a sense of accountability, man. Gotta have a sense of accountability. When you got the brothers hanging out with too many, and they start hanging out with too many Dominicans, and they want to get them big. They want to get them little. You know, what's the most interesting man in the world? Wasn't he? Did he have a ponytail? The guy in that commercial. And there was it a Corona commercial? I think it was a Corona. No, Dos Equis. Yeah, I'm the most interesting man in the world, and I drink Dos Equis. Yeah, man. Come on, man. You guys got a little too much Latino influence, man. No ponytails, just big gray beard. Oh, who was that? Greer just beat Glenn Durr. Yeah, that was but it was somebody before that. Thought it was somebody else before that guy that I saw him fight. But I'm gonna go through all his tapes pretty soon, man. Spence versus Ishe Smith. Nah, man. That first of all, Ishe Smith, I think he's at 154, man. That ain't nothing. I wouldn't do that, man. It could give Ishe Smith a paycheck, though. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind him, him getting a paycheck. Let me see. Let me look at the spreadsheet. Oh man, I got my man Blood up in here, man. I want to send a link to Blood, man, so we can have a good little conversation. I haven't done any linked conversations in a while, man. Primarily because I just like to get off when I like to get up off the air whenever I want to get up off the air. But I need to have me another invite. So let's look who we have over here on the spreadsheet. We have Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Jesse Vargas. Oh, that's the dude he said. He said he'd be looking to fight like a Jesse Vargas. That would be good. I'd take that. Jesse Vargas down there back in Dallas. If he went back to Dallas for Jesse Vargas, that would be what's up. I would take a Jesse Vargas fight. Bloodbite said, "Lie, he ain't from here. He was 17 when he came here from Sweden." Hell nah, dog. Hey, see, Blood, we're not letting you off the hook. We got Wikipedia around this biatch. I'm about to say, I know it's going to say Tampa, Florida. You're going to be like Northern Florida. Let me Google him. Let me Google Ponytail. Keith Ponytail Thurman. I know he is a lifelong, where's it? Nationality, United States of America. Birthplace, Clearwater, Florida, dog. No, sir. That is boxing. That is Blood Boxing's cousin. I don't know why you want to disown your man, dog. He's from Clearwater, Florida. You ain't putting him off on the Netherlands. Hey, what's going on, Blue Blood Sports TV, man? What's good, man? We're just having a Father's Day conversation, man. Famous, you trying to get Saddam Ali killed? Oh, I would take Saddam Ali, man. I'd take Saddam Ali. Hell no, Blood cannot disown Keith Thurman. You got to ride. It's ride till you die. It's Florida. Ride till you die. Go Gators, baby. Go Gators. I saw him out there throwing that baseball pitch. What was that with the what's that? The Devil Rays? What's the baseball team down there, dog? What's the baseball played out there? Dog. He's a Florida boy. No, we ain't letting him off the hook, dog. We ain't not letting him off the hook. Keith Thurman's dad is black and his mom is white, and they both from Florida. And to me, I'm sorry, man. The way that I was raised and the way that I ride, your mama's dad, your daddy's black, your mama's white, you black. That's a black man from Florida, dog. That's a black man from Florida. Let his kids pop up with some afros, dog, and they'll know. Amir Khan versus Terrence Crawford. I'd like to see that fight. I would take that. That would test Terrence Crawford's punching power for sure. Because if he can't knock out Amir Khan, dog, that tells you something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with his punching power. 147. Because a strong breeze knocked that dude out. He was born in Sweden. That ain't what BoxRec says. That ain't what BoxRec said. We riding with BoxRec. You know BoxRec don't make no mistakes. You know BoxRec and CompuBox, dog. We live by those are the Bibles of boxing. BoxRec and CompuBox. If CompuBox says it, it has to be true. If CompuBox said Manny Pacquiao landed 7,000 power punches, don't let your lion eyes convince you that he missed. That's what it is, dog. And it's right there in BoxRec. Florida is like the worst place to live in the U.S. Oh, no, man. I'll take that all day, dog. I'll take Florida all day. No joke. BoxRec has, no. BoxRec, the Bibles of boxing. BoxRec, CompuBox, Harold Letterman. If BoxRec says it's true, if CompuBox says the punch landed, it really landed. And if Harold Letterman says it, it was effective aggressiveness. It was effective aggressiveness. It was effective aggressiveness. Okay, he was coming forward. That means he won the round. That means he won the round, dog. He was coming forward. I don't care how many times you think he was getting punched in the head with that, dog. I don't care how many times he got punched in the head. That shit ain't that ain't happening, dog. Oh man, I'm tell you, man, you got to understand where the Bibles of boxing is, man. And it's right there. It says it. I got boxing. I've got it up. BoxRec says birthplace Clearwater Farm, and it said his daddy's name was Marlon. He said he had a brother Marlon, a long lost brother whose first name was Marlon. Ooh, lordy, 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 lord. That's an inside joke right there, dog. Bless it. Oh, hell no. He ain't do. He got a long lost brother from another mother named Marlon. El Fenici, I want Mikey Garcia to bring that smoke. That would be good, but it's not going to happen, man. Hey, what's going on, Beverly Rose? Beverly, I do not know how long I'm going to be on here for this one. We can definitely do one tomorrow. I'm just going to let it flow while I can, man, because I don't know when my wife and kids are going to walk up in this house. I want to plan out the ones where I have a lot of speakers on. Terrence Crawford versus Devin Alexander. I like it. I would take that too. I think that would be a good fight, man. I think Devin Alexander. I wouldn't mind seeing Terrence Crawford versus Lamont Peterson. Let's see like one of those things, where you fight the same guy and see what happens. I don't think that Carlos Ocampo is going to get a shot, but Lamont Peterson was good. I mean, I'd rather see him with Lamont Peterson than Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez is going to be just, he's going to get bopped, man. That dude's just going to get run through. But he's kind of tall. I guess he's about a 5'10" welterweight. I thought he started at 140 though. For 9, but Mikey was talking all that BS. It's time for him to put up or shut up. Yeah, but Mikey got business down there with down there at 135, man. You know when a dude run down there at 135. Mikey Garcia gets absolutely destroyed by Jose Benavidez 6'1". Yeah, he's tall. I'm gonna tell you, Mikey Garcia gets absolutely destroyed by Errol Spence Jr. That I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea what he's talking about. He's gonna get busted up. Mikey Garcia versus Regis Porgray would be real good. Derek James gave him a lot of compliment, paid Regis Porgray a big compliment in that post-fight interview. If you guys haven't seen it on Showtime, man. Yeah, blood boxing. And what he said that he thought he was one of the best body punchers in the game, Regis Porgray. But I like Garcia Easter, though. Yeah, that's what I want to see. He's got that business with Robert Easter. I think that's a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. And I want to see I'm with blood. I want to see unification. I want to see unification at 135 pounds. I want to see unification at 135. I want to see unification anywhere. I'll take it at 130. What's going on, Sal Gutierrez? How you feeling, man? I take unification anywhere I can get it. It's looking like Corey Lee's boy, Usyk, is going to act like he's got some sense and go to Russia and get robbed. Oh, Beverly Rose said, you're way too busy to schedule for 9. Nah, I'm not that well. Yeah, I get busy. I'll make time for you, though, Beverly. I'll make time to schedule with you. Blue Blood Sports TV. Yeah, that's my dude, man. I wake up in the morning to Blue Blood Sports TV's videos. I do not know why I'm not getting trap houses though. That is really starting to irritate me. Jumpman 305 said Regis too stiff for me. I mean, he looked good to me, man. I don't necessarily see him being that stiff, but I think he's a good fighter, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I can't remember who Regis Porgray's fighting, but I think it's like I think he might be in that 140-pound tournament. There's a lot of money on the line in that 140-pound tournament. Garcia has no desire to unify. I hope Porter wins. I think Danny Garcia gets a bad rap when it comes to that stuff, to tell you the truth. I think Danny Garcia would unify. Danny Garcia either takes really good fights or he takes crap fights. There's like almost no in between. It's like he's either going to fight a Rod Salka, or he's going to fight Keith Thurman, right? He's going to take, old Zab Judah, or he's going to fight Lucas Matisse, I think I think that Danny Garcia talks a lot about being, all of this and all of that, but he's been passed up, homie. Without a doubt, this dude has been passed up as far as, being the big name in welterweight division. The numbers on Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford versus Ocampo is going to be interesting, man. I don't think it's going to say a whole lot though, because of what happened as far as like the attendance that took place in Dallas. But they've gotten passed up by Errol Spence. Beverly, let me see. Regis Porgray, Lawrence Williams said Porgray is fighting on ESPN on July 14th against Jose Velasco from Argentina. Okay, that's what's up. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a supporter of I support Regis Porgray, my man from New Orleans. Mark Wonderlick, what's good, man? Robert Singleton, I forgot what I was saying. It was so true, but I appreciate it. I like being right. It's one of the best. It's one of my favorite things, or having people agree with me. E Infamous says, how do you see Porter and Garcia fight going? I see Garcia winning. I see Garcia countering him, hitting him with hooks on the way in. I see it being kind of rough and tumble, but Garcia winning by decision. Oh, about Danny Swift Garcia. Yeah, I think he gets a bad rap, man. But I do believe he's been passed up by Errol Spence. And so is Keith Thurman. I mean, those guys Keith Thurman specifically act like he had made it. He got some money in his pocket. Hey, I'll take that money. Don't get me wrong. But he hadn't made it. He had not set it in stone, set it in, in the mind's eye of all of the boxing, public, that he was the man at welterweight. And he played around, maybe it was injury, like Errol Spence was like, man, his training, man, dog gets hurt in training a lot. It's like training was real hard on him. Whatever it is, man, those guys let it slip, man. They let it slip, and they thought a kid they were trying to play short, hustled to the finish line, dog. He hustled, and I think he's still going, man. For now, do you think Crawford made weight easy for the Horn fight? Yeah, he came in underweight by a pound. He looked comfortable, and honestly, man, when he fought, he didn't look like he was blown up. So that was something that was good for him too. He didn't look like he was blown up. He looked like that weight. He looked comfortable with that weight, and he did look drained. He looked crazy drained. I'm trying to remember what fight he looked like a skeleton. It might have been the Felix Diaz fight. I thought he looked like a skeleton. It was like, God dog, man, this dude looked like he was completely emaciated. And he looked I think he looked a little better at 147. To be honest with you. Emmanuel Mamak said, I want to see Porgray unify 140. That'd be great. It's going to be tough though, because there's some heavy hitters down there, man. A guy like I like that guy out of the UK, Josh Taylor. I think Josh Taylor and Porgray would be a great fight. But hey, man, I'm right. But I like Porgray. I definitely think he's got the ability to do it. Most importantly, I'd like to see that cat get that. I like to see that cat get them big paychecks, man, and get a shot. You know that Bob Arum wasn't about to feed him Jose Ramirez. Uh, G Lex said, "What's the latest with Wilder and Anthony Joshua?" There is none, man. The dude just. All right, man. Here's the latest that I noticed because sometimes people put reports out about what's going on, and it really is, man. It's something, man. Ain't nothing changed in the last. Really, ain't nothing changed in the last month, other than Deontay Wilder said that they gave, we'll verbally agree to whatever what they offered. I don't even think that was in the term sheet, but whatever. He was supposed to send. They were supposed to send a contract yesterday. But the way that Mark Breland, the coach for AJ, sounded, he was like, or excuse me, for Deontay Wilder, he said something like, "These guys don't want to fight anytime soon. They want Deontay Wilder to fight somebody else." And Paulie Malignaggi, who's with Showtime, said pretty much the same thing, that there was a lot of posturing going on. I see you, dog. 77 JL about Spence versus Ugas. I think that's eventually going to happen because he's the number one ranked guy for the IBF. I don't really think Ugas wants it like that. I mean, I'm sure he wants to fight, but Ugas gonna get the brakes beaten off of him. But he's a good fighter. I do like him. But hey, he's gonna get beat up. That's the way I see it anyway. So anyway, man, I didn't do a video today because I was like, God, dog, man, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy that I got to see a good fight in the welterweight division. And I'm really liking the welterweight division right now, so I wanted to keep my mind in a good place. But there are two articles that I had read this morning. One I read where Eddie Hearn said I think it might have been even in Boxing Scene. Man, these dudes, I don't know what Boxing Scene does, man. Like, do you guys read your own damn articles? Like they will write an article, and I'm like, what do you just put this crap out? And I can go back. I remember an article that was written on the same website that the dude said something completely different, and you don't even make note of that. I mean, who is the editor? That's Steve Kim. Steve Kim and Keith Eidig. They just putting stuff out. But anyway, there's an article where they said that the holdup for this fight was that Eddie Hearn had originally planned September, right? But now that Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin fight is taking place, that means it can't be September. So if anything, it would have to be October, November. What is it? October, November time frame. And if not that, then February. But if not the latest, 8 months. Basically, do you realize that these dudes knew that this guy said on June 4th that the reason that fight was never going to be happening in September for Deontay Wilder because of Showtime? They said that shit 4 weeks ago, man. And he also said 3 weeks ago that they knew that this was gonna take a few more weeks to negotiate. It's like, man, do you even read your own stuff? You put this article out. I'm getting the stuff off I'm finding contradictions to your stories on your website. God, dog. So that was my news. It's like Boxing Scene is just, come on, man. Are you just there to put out whatever it is that somebody wants written? What's going on, General Squirrels? It's just like you just there to put out whatever somebody tells you, and you're not going to say anything. You're just going to take whatever contradiction comes your way. Everybody and their mother knew that. We knew in May, excuse me. When did he get popped? When did Canelo get popped? February 7th? I think it was a February or something. When he tested positive. When did he test positive? Whatever it was at least a month before the fight would have happened that Canelo popped dirty. Whenever he got that suspension handed out, from that day, you knew Canelo Alvarez was fighting on September 16th. And let's be real. You knew before. He always fights on September 16th. That's his 2 dates. So it's not like you're just going to be like, oh, well, all of a sudden I found out that Canelo Alvarez is fighting on September 16th. I can tell you right now, in the year 2020, unless something crazy happens, What's his face? Canelo Alvarez is going to fight on May 5th weekend, and he's going to fight in the second week of September. I can tell you that for 2019, and I can tell you that for 2020, and I could probably damn tell you that for 2021. Everybody knows that. And Eddie Hearn may be a pathological lying piece of crap, but he's not a stupid lying pathological piece of crap. Just stop making stuff up, man. What they're really trying to do with Deontay Wilder is they're just trying to make it look as if he's the reason the fight didn't happen. All of this drama to be around to make an appearance that Deontay Wilder is ducking. That's it. This whole negotiation. I mean, shout out to Super Chat D-Lo. He said, we know 3 years ago the Canelo Alvarez would be fighting in September 2018. That's all he ever does is fight then. But look, that's all that is, man. This whole negotiation has been an attempt to make Deontay Wilder look like he was ducking Anthony Joshua. That's it. I believe that Deontay Wilder's trying to make the fight, but I don't believe for anything that Anthony Joshua was trying to make the fight or Eddie Hearn is trying to make the fight. He's on record saying it. The week after he beat Vladimir Klitschko, what his 8-fight plan was. He named every fighter. He named a whole 8 fighters, pretty much the guys that he's talking about fighting now. And he said there was 2 guys that he mentioned one guy he said that he would vacate the belt. He would vacate the WBA if Luis Ortiz wound up being the mandatory. He's like, well, it's not like, it's not a good fighter. He doesn't deserve to be there, but he just didn't look real good for us. He didn't look real good for us. So, if we have to vacate, we got to vacate. Maybe we'll just vacate. That's talking about Luis Ortiz. And the whole conversation about Wilder was, we're going to have Dillian White. Until what? All of a sudden that goes away when the WBC is like, yeah, okay, we'll take Dillian White. We'll give you Dillian White, put him in line to fight Deontay Wilder, have him fight Luis Ortiz in an eliminator. The same offer that Anthony, what's his name? Deontay Wilder gave him to begin with, which was, look, I'll fight Dillian White. Have him fight Luis Ortiz first. If he beats Luis Ortiz, hey, I'll fight him and it'll be a voluntary. What happened to that? Anyway, man, all the crap is a fraud. That's why I'm like, I was a little bit behind the times on blood boxing when he was like, look, he needs to just leave that alone. And it was a little hard for me to get my head around Deontay Wilder being the A side on it because I was like, I'm brainwashed. I'm like, he's the A side. Everybody says, Eddie Hearn says that Anthony Joshua's the A side. Eddie Hearn says Anthony Joshua's the A side. Anthony Joshua's got 90,000 fans. Anthony Joshua's making a lot of money. He must be the A side. He must be the A side. But then I'm like, hold on, stop. Pump the brakes. He's in the UK. He's sitting over there he's the big fish in a small pond. And his earning capabilities are not 1/3 of what they would be if he was successful in the United States. He can't get any bigger. He can't earn any more money in his fishbowl. But Anthony Joshua they want to stay in their fishbowl until it's nice and safe to come out. And somebody else knocks off Deontay Wilder. Fernando Valenzuela said, Fanon, I hope Spence still at 147 when Mikey gets there. He's the only fighter that can give Spence a good fight at 147. Crawl don't want that smoke. Oh, Crawford don't want that smoke. Crawford wants that smoke, but I'm telling you, man, Fernando Valenzuela, no way. Mikey Garcia need to listen to his brother and stay down there at 135 pounds. And he needs to make sure whatever he's eating is getting his weight up. He need to not get his weight up, dog. He's going to get hurt, man. I promise you that. I promise you that, like, shit, that like death and taxes, homie. He's going to get massacred. That is not a good fight for Mikey Garcia, man. That's not a good fight for Mikey Garcia at all. Mikey Garcia going to get hurt, man. If he does that, Mikey Garcia is going to get hurt. On Una Rammer said, prediction, pain. Yeah, dog. Said Easter, Wet Fart said Easter better whoop Mikey, bro. Hey, man, may the best man win. You know, I'd love to see Robert Easter do well. Now, that's something that happened last night, man. What's Reconcile said, Fanan, what up, brother? Happy Father's Day. Did you check out the old welterweight fight I told you about with James Page and Jose Luis Lopez? No, I have not, man. I got stuck on Black Murderers Row. And today I watched Errol Spence and I watched Escobedo. God, dog, how come I forget Escobedo's name? I just did something on him, man. The featherweight cat, man. Oh my God, how can I forget Escobedo's name? What is Escobedo's name? Escobedo. I will be pulling his name up. How irritating that. How can I forget this dude's name? I literally just watched this dude fight and I just put him up on my community page, man. Escobedo Pedroza. Forgive me. Escobedo Pedroza. That's who I was watching, man. That dude could fight. But those are the guys that I was on, man. But let me write that down. Yep, Escobedo Pedroza. Yep, that's who I was checking out earlier today. Him and I watched another, and we watched the Spence Brook fight. That was vicious, man. That was a vicious fight. I would suggest you guys go back and look that again, man. V versus 1 Loose Stones. Spence style is tailor made for Bud. Easy work. Ain't nobody. That style is not tailor made for anybody, man. Slick ass dude right there. Yep, that dude was super slick. Man, ain't nobody's style tailor made. That styler is not tailor made for anybody, man. And that's tailor made for somebody who wants to go through a war. That is not tailor made. You do not want somebody coming at you like that. You don't want that. You might be able to deal with it, but you don't want that. I forgot. What was the fight that you guys are asking me about again? I want to write this down. Oh, James Page, Jose Luis. James. This will get watched tonight. James Page versus Jose Luis Lopez. All righty. I'm looking for good fights to watch because Curtis Anderson will not be beating me a game. Damn it. I studies. I got a competition issue. So that's why nobody's calling out Spence. Hey, Chyler Childs. Hey, man, shout out from the 402A. Appreciate that, man. Happy Father's Day to you as well. But nah, man, anybody guys got that idea, Mikey Garcia being able to deal with that? No. Don't, no. That's a bad fight for Mikey. Mike Aviation says, "Hey, for 9, I still see you guys talking about Spence's resume. Do you think he gets enough credit for Kell Brook in his backyard?" Yeah, I do think he gets a lot of credit for that. I mean, Errol Spence Jr. he gets a lot of credit for it. Yeah, I know there's some people that don't necessarily give him as much credit as I would give him for doing that. I don't understand it, but I think he gets plenty of credit. Hey, man, Errol Spence Jr. right now he's not short on getting credit from anybody. Now, even when people, the comments that irritate me are all the nipple questions. Like, dog, why are you care? What are you talking about puffy nipples for? God, dog, if the dude was a steroid cheat, he's a multimillionaire. He could go get surgery and take that little bit of whatever caused that shit and fix that. If he was trying to hide something. But why are you looking at his nipples? God, dog, but I take that as like, all right, you think this dude's a beast. And the only way you can tear him down is by assuming the dude's on roids. But they don't want to talk about the fact that he just got done beaten. 2 of his last 3 fights were against guys who were bigger than him. Even all that weight bully conversation really is a backhanded compliment because you're telling me, hey, man, this guy's serious business. He's just way too big for these guys. I mean, Kell Brook is bigger than him. Look at the fight. I watched the fight in the ring. Kell Brook was the bigger guy. That guy he just knocked out, he could have been a heavyweight though, quite honestly, and still got his ass whooped. But he was bigger than him. Yeah, dog, the nipple questions kill me, man. Like, come on, man. I just delete them. Like, stop. What are you asking me about that for? I'm not going to engage in a conversation about something like that. And now for Crawford have to keep his game up, really focused to win against Errol on points because he don't see him knocking him out. No way. Hey man, he needs to keep improving. That's what he needs to do because Errol Spence is improving. This is not like this kid is set in stone. You know what I mean? He's improving. And like, I don't care. There's nobody that likes a punishing body attack. Nobody likes a punishing body attack. And Errol Spence Jr. and watching the Kell Brook, he's got fast feet. He's just got really quick feet in one direct. He's got a really quick feet and he's cutting off the ring. Bossy is me. Crawford is more dimensional than Spence. I'm sorry, Fanon. Okay. I don't have any issue with you saying he has more dimensions to his game than Errol Spence does. I can name somebody else who has more dimensions to their game from what you've seen than Spence, and that's Sean Porter. I'm not Sean Porter. Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson's got more dimensions to his game than what I've seen from Errol Spence. That didn't stop him from getting his ass. Didn't stop him from getting beat up. The issue is, can you handle what he's doing to you? You know what I mean? Can you handle what he's doing? If you can't stop him from doing what he wants to do, you're going to lose. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, I was fortunate enough to have an interview with him, and I asked him that question. I was like, hey, look, you know, are there portions to your game that people don't see? Right? Is there anything that you do in the gym or something you're able to do that people don't think that you can do? Without insulting him or spreading somebody else's insult, I asked him the question. And he was like, hey, yeah, I can move, I can box, I can do all those things. But until somebody can make me do that, why would I do that? I'm not going to waste energy. I'm going to walk down and beat you. I'm going to walk you down and knock you out. That's what I'm going to do. If you can't stop me from walking you down and knocking you out, I'm not going to do anything other than walk you down and knock you out. And Kell Brook is a boxer. He's a puncher. He moves well. He's strong. It did not stop him from getting the brakes beaten off of him. I'm telling you, man. Hey, Robert Davis, my man crush is. I'm sorry, you got kicked out. I couldn't make it through that. I couldn't make it through your insult, Robert Davis. Can you repeat that? Go get you a new YouTube account and come back and be polite, son. I'm talking about boxing, dog. General Squirrel said, Fanon, that's dead on. Or ESJ wants to punch you in the stomach. You have to stop him. That's it. And I'm not saying that Terrence Crawford can't do it. Terrence Crawford's a good fighter. But if you say he's multi-dimensional, okay, dude could be more. Terrence Crawford's got more dimensions in his game than Deontay Wilder does. He's still gonna get knocked out because the dude, he's not gonna be able to stop Deontay Wilder from doing what he wants to do. That's what I'm saying. But let the fight happen, man, and we'll see what's going on. But if you sit up there chewing on me, dog, you're just going to go to another channel, homie. Make fun of me from somebody else's page where I ain't got to hear that. Boskins me, Fanon, I'm not hating on Spence, but he gets hit a lot. He got hit with the left hook last night, bro. He's prone to get hitting with the left hook. First of all, he did not get hit. I have seen him hit, yeah. But he didn't get hit with a left hook last night. That punch did not connect. Go back and watch the tape. What happened was the punch missed. Ocampo stepped on his foot and he got knocked off balance. That punch didn't land. That punch went behind his head. That fight didn't go long enough to get hit, but everybody gets hit. Terrence Crawford gets hit. Terrence Crawford gets hit there just as much as Errol Spence gets hit. He got hit with like 3 lead left hooks by Jeff Horn, and I think he got hit with 3 of them in the first round. But yeah, Crawford gets hit a lot. I mean, if you're gonna go in there, you go in there with a high guard trying to take somebody's body out. You know, somebody's gonna touch you. But look, man, I'm not here to say that, you know, Errol Spence Jr. is a perfect fighter. But look, man, give the dude his credit. And a lot of times, man, what I see boxing fans do is it's like it's either or, right? It's like either Errol Spence is a bum who's going to get destroyed by Terrence Crawford, or Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford's a bum who's going to get stopped in 2 minutes by Terrence Crawford, by Errol Spence. And I'm saying I don't think either one of those things are true. I'm saying that I think that both of these guys are hella fighters, and I'm really happy that these guys have the potential to get in the ring together. But it's also true that it's not a guaranteed thing that Terrence Crawford is going to get past, that would get past Keith Thurman, you know, and not necessarily guaranteed that Errol Spence would either. Except for I have a better feeling about Errol Spence because Keith Thurman's got, you know, he's got roller skates on. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not. To be honest, I want to see Spence versus Crawford more than AJ versus Wilder. Yeah, I do too. I'm sick of it. I mean, I'm seriously, man. I don't even. I want to see. You know what I want to see more than Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder? I want to see Anthony Joshua knocked out by a bum. That's what I want. I want Anthony Joshua to get his Lennox Lewis, Oliver McCall moment. That's what I want. For him to be prancing, boom. And every one of those 90,000 people are, oh. That's what I want. Because it's crap, man. It's crap, man. I don't care about all. It's like you're trying to kidnap the heavyweight division and hold it hostage in Wembley Stadium. I mean, what is that, man? You got 3 of the belts, and then he's, AJ has deserved the right to fight at home. It's heavyweight championship of the world, man. Deontay Wilder's not, if the fight came to the UK, Deontay Wilder's not going to be fighting, and he's not going to be fighting at the University of Alabama. He's not going to be fighting in Alabama. He's not going to be fighting at home. I mean, it's just like, what are you talking about? You ain't earned the right to do shit. You earned your payday. You got paid. You got paid everything you earned. You earned whatever purse you got for that fight. That's what you earned. You don't earn to hold belts hostage. And at this point in time, trying to look for Povetkin's almost 40 years old, man. Rhett Castillo say, you know what? I think Povetkin might land one hit wonder quitter on AJ. I mean, he might. Anybody that, anyway, man. Curtis Anderson. Curtis Anderson. Oh yeah. You see, I'm studying, son. Hey, I'm putting this on pause. This whole conversation goes on pause with Curtis Anderson. Curtis Anderson, I'm taking this homework down. Matter of fact, I'm just going to screenshot it. I got it now. I didn't even know I was about to write this down. All I need to do is screenshot this. Yes, sir. I'm about to watch Saad Muhammad, Yaki Lopez, Gomez Pintor, Mancini Romero. I think I already seen that. And Edward Chacon, I've seen that too. Yes, sir. I'm getting it. You are not whooping me in that contest, son. You're not doing it. Not, son, you older than me. That dude's a trivia monster, man. Curtis Anderson is a boxing trivia monster. Lucky they had a glitch that kept me from getting on that channel the other day. I was coming for you, dog. I was coming for you. Yaki Lopez lives out here in Stockton. Oh, that's what's up. Matthew Saad Muhammad Lopez was a war. Oh, look at Beverly Rose flexing the muscles. Dark Truth, they murdering the momentum that fight Wilder or get stripped like GGG. Yeah, man. Look, man. Hey, man, y'all had enjoy your 15 minutes of fame, man. Enjoy your 15 minutes of fame. I say that about a lot of things, man. There's something called the macrocosm and the microcosm. Okay? You think you're living high on the hog, dog. But what comes up must go down. What goes up must come down. And I don't care what that jackass dude, what is that astrologer's name, man? What is that astrologer's name? Tyson DeGrassi. Neil Tyson DeGrassi. This dummy. This dude said that's not true because This is what I'm telling you, intellectual snobbery. I'm sorry, I got to get into this for a second. It's like that's not true because at a certain point in time, something will leave the Earth's atmosphere, and when it leaves the Earth's atmosphere, then it will never come down. Like, no, dude, up and down is relative, homie. Up and down is relative. Okay, so since it's relative, like up to you is really down to somebody on the other side of the Earth, right? Isn't it round? I mean, that's what you say. You don't, you laugh at flat earthers, but since if it's round, that means somebody's up is directly down from mine, which means even if something leaves the atmosphere, it has to be down from one perspective or another. You jackass! I can't stand Neil deGrasse Tyson, snotty ass. Up and what is up is down. Anyway, man, what's Carlo Ravalli? Hey, Mr. Finesse, what's good? Oh, number said it's flat for none. Hey man, I don't get into the earth is flat arguments. I would be interested to hear why somebody's saying that. But I don't know why it is flat. Fanon, he knows that too. They put on to confuse people. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, he has. Yeah. I give him some credit on that because that's ridiculous. What up? If you're gonna fix it, it's what's up is down. Because something is, it is what it is. Anyway, man, sorry. That was just some old nerdy, super nerdy stuff. I didn't mean to get into that too much. But yes, Curtis Anderson, I have that written down, sir. I have that written down. Or I have it screenshotted. I can save myself the problems of writing notes with a screenshot. Mr. Finesse Fanon, I got on in here. What we talking about? We talking about whatever right now. I think the last subject was, generally speaking, we were talking about of course, the two mega fights that are out there. The two mega fights that matter, in my opinion. Water is flat, dome is round. What's going on, Gregor White Fanon? Neil is an astrophysicist, one of my favorite scientists. Yeah, there he is. What I call him, astrologer, like he's doing the signs. Yeah, man, but what's up is down, Doug. It's got to be. Up and down is relative. There is no true up. It's your perspective, right? Anyway, Frank Sparty, happy Father's Day, Fanon, sitting at the lake waiting on some steak to go. Ooh, that sounds good. I hope my kids actually love me enough to bring some food home for me. I doubt very much that they do, though. Their idea of it is like, we're gonna go see our granddad, and then we're gonna come home and let you take us to the movies. Thanks. I love it. Angel Santos, man, happy Father's Day. Actual facts, Angel Santos. Una Rammer said, Wilder's up, AJ going down. Man, honestly, man, I don't even care. I don't even care, man. I want to see Wilder do well. Wilder's been doing well for years. He's gotten to where he's gotten without AJ. You know what I mean? And, I just sick of the dude, man. More sick of Eddie Hearn than anybody else, though, I gotta admit. Because he just lying, he lying, and then he pays attention to the people that are talking about the dude lying. It's like, look, man, I know you listening to YouTube videos and counterpointing YouTube videos. Dude, you're not gonna fool anybody. That's just gonna make you tell more lies, dude. Just shut up. Just shut up and tell the truth. We don't want the fight. And our in the words of Blood Boxing, our yuppie dart, snooker fan dart crowd don't care. Okay? And they don't care. Our fans don't care about the fight. We want to make our fans happy. We want to give them fights where they would get what they want, which is a big party with fireworks and flames, and a fight that Anthony Joshua can win. That's what we want. That's what we're trying to do. Hey, it's just what it is. That's the new boxing. You know what I mean? That's the new boxing. That's what we want to do. But they don't want to do it. They want to make it look like he's not ducking. Like, oh, but he's not ducking. He's the one that really wants to fight. Bullshit. Excuse me. If he really wanted to fight, then if Anthony Joshua really wanted a Deontay Wilder fight, that fight would have been done. Because all you would have had to do was say, I really want this fight 59-41. 59-41. Come to UK. We'd be sitting there right now waiting for this fight. It'd been done. He could have been make an offer that you think he's going to accept. Do it the old-fashioned way. If you're so desperate to make a fight, do it the way everybody else has ever done one. Hey, you saw him, blocked you. A key. Don't get crazy, dog. You and I, we had one last time, dog, but I went out of my way, found your name, and got you out of the block category. Gregory White said, Fanon, indeed, spatial orientation is quasi-relative, like string theory. It's still theoretical. Anything can be affirmed with mathematics. You got that shit right. Isn't that, hey, Gregory White, you know how they had that, do you see that, what was that movie, man? JFK, where they gave the argument about the bullet. They're like the magic bullet. They were like, science can tell you that you can tie an elephant to the off a side of a mountain by tying its tail to a daisy. But common sense would tell you otherwise. Yeah, man, pretty much. Oh man, but shout out to Super Chat, man. That was a fun comment to read, man. Antonio McCray, Fax Angel was a Wilder's 51-0. Low, what's the laugh out loud? Be a key. Hey man, you know you my dude. Be a key. We can bash it back and forth, man. But you know my thing is this. That's why it's always like Fanon video. You know you my dude, man. I see you in the comment sections. We chat it up, man. You good people, man. But look, man, we just have to disagree about Anthony. We just got to disagree about Anthony Joshua. It's one of the beautiful things about boxing, man. You are eventually, if you talk about boxing enough with somebody, eventually you're going to get into a big argument. Curtis Hand said, "Hey, Greg Wyatt, that's Pimp's astrology." What my brother? Okay, that's not me. I don't see why these boxing fans are happy to watch shifty fights and condone cowardly actions. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Because they're fans. You know what I mean? Because they're fans. They're fans. That's all I can say. Hey, you got blinders on, man. But some of these guys, I think they're paid for this. No joke. I just think they're paid. Like that guy. You talking about Sporting? I'll say his name. Fuck it. It's my channel. Sporting Icons. Nah, that dude's getting revenue for that. He loves him, dog. That's his boy. But hey, man, after it's all over, we'll see what's up. Like I said, you can disagree with people about things, man. That's what it is. I mean, you got thousands of boxers, and there's two sides to each fight, right? Boxer 1 and boxer 2. I'm sure there's some great mathematician that can come up with, if you've got two possible outcomes in 30 different fights, right? Or three possible outcomes actually in 1,000 different fights, right? It's 3,000 different outcomes you guys can argue about. So, you know what I mean? That's a lot. That's a chance you definitely going to wind up being that you definitely going to wind up in an argument with somebody. There's a lot of fans like we can get along, have great conversations about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, right? But then we start saying people be on the same side with Deontay Wilder and what's going on with Anthony Joshua. Cats will fight tooth and nail over Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. Like I had a guy come on my channel today. I'm just gonna give what's a great movie, Curtis Anderson? I'm not sure what you're talking. What's a great movie? The movie I'm about to. What's going on? Hey, Gary Benson, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. But anyway, man, so I had a guy today go off on me about something I said about Floyd Mayweather Jr. It's like, man, I think you make a lot of sense a lot of times, but it's like you got something against Floyd Mayweather Jr. Oh, said Fanon, I called your channel out on Barber Conversation. That's what's up, man. Appreciate that, Greg White. Yeah, man. My man, Fred's been to the channel a couple times. I've met Fred. It's good people, man. He's been doing. I saw him. He did a bunch of interviews this weekend. They treated the cats from the LDBC and cats with new media with a lot of love in that Showtime press conference with Errol Spence, man. I'm telling you, it was like they were half of the people. They were half of the people in the room, man. There were half of the people in the room. Oh, Raging Bull, yeah, Raging Bull was a great movie. Yes, I've seen great Raging Bull. Yes, sir, with Robert De Niro playing Jake LaMotta. Yeah, man, that was a great movie. SJ Fish 101 said, Fanon, what's up? Happy Father's Day. Thank you, sir. Life's good, man. I'm talking boxing on Father's Day. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Jesse Wyatt, what's good, man? Much love in the super chat. He said, what up, Fanon? Missed a good atmosphere. You're the dude. Oh, hey, Jesse Wyatt, man, I was told you somebody got me a ticket, dude. Email me, man, so I can get you that money. Email me unless you sold it. Unless you sold it, let me know, man. I want to get that back to you, man. Man, that's a lot of love, man. I appreciate that, dog. I really do. I really do. I just got, man, because I'm trying to convince my wife to move to Texas. I'm trying, man. I'm trying so hard to get her to move. Like she just I can work from anywhere. And there's a city, Austin, Texas. A university made her an offer there. And I really want to move to Texas, man. I want to move. But my daughter's in her senior year in high school. So there's that issue. And I was like, I got to pick and choose what I do right about now. I got to, I can't piss her off. And then all of a sudden, I can't get what I want to have happen. Because I want to be a drive away from Houston and a drive away from Dallas. And if I got to go 8 hours to New Orleans, I can get up. Oh, my God. If I could get up in the morning at 4 a.m. and be to New Orleans by noon, are you kidding me? Oh, man, that's love right there. I want to go. I said, I roll with the LDBC. Congratulations on all the interviews this week. That's what's up, Brian. Yeah, it was terrific. There's a man, and I got one. Like, yes, sir. It's good. But I want to get there, man, because that stuff would be so close. I would love it, man. Fanon, Austin is calling your name. Yeah, man, I gotta go. I really do, man. Fanon, it's hot as hell in Texas. Yeah, but it is cold as hell in the Midwest. I will take Aaron. I would take a blazing summer over a freezing winter any time. Because, dude, you can always walk in. You can always get in the shade, get a drink of water, something. I will take that over winter. I hate winter. For now, wait 2 years, then move to Austin when your daughter graduates. No. She graduates. No, I'm not. No. She will get over it, homie. She's going to college. She got 4 years of being away and adjusting to life. Hell no. Oh, he said, I'm in Ohio. I know. Yes, sir. He said, oh, I love this Midwest living. You can have it. Okay? You can have it. You can have it. It's great for half the year. Oh, Frank Sparks said, that's why I left Chicago for Atlanta 15 years ago. Dude, I got to go. I'm sick of it. It's cold. I'm sick of it. For now, be careful. Ain't nothing like Texas summer. Look, I'll be there in Texas with a wet rag on my head with some ice. I'm okay. I'll take that over the winter. Okay? Hell is freezing. They lie. They lie when they put those pictures up. Hell is cold, man. Hell is cold. You don't know too many people from hot atmosphere that got any amount of money that are in bad moods. Everybody's miserable in Chicago during wintertime, everywhere, because the cold don't discriminate. I'll take Florida weather. I just want to get away from there. I want to get away from this heat. I want to get away from the winter. I don't ever want to see it. I got to go. Oh, Gregory White said, that's why I left KC Mo. You know I'm right in that area, dude. I got to go. Jesse Wise said, I end up settling back. I ended up selling it back to SeatGeek. I got it for you at no cost. It didn't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing. Did out of my heart. Man, I appreciate that, man. That'd have been love. Black Fight Fan TV hit me up. Was like, man, they got a ticket for you. I was like, shit, for real? Man, that's what's up. Fanon, scorpion, snake, lizards, and skunks in Texas, I'll take them all. Except for them damn scorpions. That's a little funny. That scorpion shit. Lizards, we got them. Lizards, I'm all right with. I went to school in New Orleans. Lizards are good. They keep the cockroaches out. Skunks, they're all over the Midwest. I'm all right with that. Snakes, all over the Midwest, all over everywhere. That scorpion stuff, though, that's tough. You got a point on the scorpions. Oh, King Corleone said, I'll take California weather over this Texas heat. I'm going through it right now. Yeah, man, I'm in Miami, so I can't complain about the weather. Until it starts, until you got to run 400 miles, get out of the way or something. That's the only problem with Miami, is you might have to run up out of there. Some people live better lives in the cold, and some like the heat. It's DNA. The best soldiers on earth are chosen that way. DNA. Yeah, I got a whole idea about DNA, but I'll leave that alone. Mark Wonderlick said, I'm in Utah for 9. Hey, wow. Gregory Wise said, lizards and snake taste great, just like chicken. You tripping, man. I miss Denver winters. No, I miss oh Lord, no. You can always visit it. You stick around it long enough, you'll be sick of it again. 60 degrees here in the UK, and it's the middle of June. Shake my head. Yeah, you guys got that rain. And yeah, European weather, I've not heard great things about that. Anyway, man, it is what it is, man. We rolling. Who's got this man down? Let's get back to this box, and I'm in about an hour. Yeah, I think I'm a roll, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody going to the lot, showing up, man. Thank you guys for talking to me. I appreciate it. Angel Santos said, I don't miss New York City winters. No. For now, let me know let them know you can afford Central Air. Hell yeah. Hey, you got that right, dog. I ain't gonna be sitting up in the heat, man. I'm gonna have air conditioning. Still, I will go out, man. God dog, I'll take it. What's good? What's good, old man boxing? How you feeling, man? Texas got great football, and you'll love the football on Friday nights. Nothing like Texas. The only issues on animals in Austin is hitting deer. Oh, well, that's no problem because we got all kind of problem with deer where I am, dude. They'll jump out in a heartbeat. My parents live in a forest preserve in Indiana. It's like, God, dog, man, you drive there, you never know what's going to jump out in the road. SJ Fish 101 says, Texas, here I come. That's what's up. Oh, no. Now that I can. Oh, I got to. That I appreciate the work for Nan. Hope you make it to the Bud fight in Omaha. Yeah, that's not far, man. I actually went to B&B. What is it, B&B Gym? They weren't there, man. They were rehabbing it at the time, man. But hopefully cats ain't gonna listen to my channel and think that I don't like Bud Crawford because I like Errol Spence, and then all that crap, and I can't get in. Actually, I don't really care about an interview, man. But I do like Bomac. And hey, man, that's the situation where it seems like two great camps, man. Eric Simpson said Navy. That's what's up. Anyway, man, it is what it is. I appreciate everybody showing up. Oh, old man Bye said I lived in Georgia and Florida. Eventually the heat gets old too. Yeah. Hey, I think I'd just rather the heat get old. Because if the heat gets old, the cold, do you understand? Let me explain to you a day that I had to go to work, okay? I had to go to work in this. It was maybe the winter before last. I had to go to Chicago because for some reason, this dude wanted me to be there for a meeting. And I was like, look, man, no. Okay, I'm not coming. There's no reason I need to be there. You can talk to me on the phone. But they were like, no, we need you there. We need you there. We need you there. And I relented. Okay. And I was like, okay, buy the airfare. If you paying, I'm coming. So I was like, all right. They bought the airfare. I went. I flew into Midway Airport. I walk outside. It is 25 below wind chill. 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 25 below wi 25 below wind chill. My whole chest just caught up like what? I was like, oh my God. And I took the L. I took the L from Midway downtown. And I walked from I think I was like on 33, like the 33 West Monroe, somewhere like that. And I got off, I can't remember it wasn't off the Roosevelt station, but it was some shit. Oh my God, man. I gotta tell you, that was painful, man. It was painful. It's the type of weather where if you drink some water, you might get pneumonia. It was that cold. I never, ever, 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 ever want to be in that again. I'm telling you, dude. Oh my God. Oh, say no, Texas, yeah. Northern Texas does. Southern Texas, he ain't getting cold as hell in Houston. It gets cold in Dallas. It ain't getting cold as hell in Houston. It ain't getting cold as hell in Houston. Not from my understanding, because I know that's a drive up there from New Orleans. I never heard that. The further south you get, the less of that you have. Said in New York, we got -10 wind chill the winter before last. Oh my God. Exactly, dude. That. I mean, I'm telling you. Oh, okay. I'm about to finish. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, anyway, man. I'm moving to Norway. It's cold than a motherfucker out here. Ooh, man. I just don't like the cold. You guys can, hey, if you think the heat is bad, I mean, I lived in New Orleans for years, and that humidity is, that's some hella humidity, dude. Oh, said it's, but look, here's the thing. It snowed in Houston last year, right? Denard Reed, if it's snowing, the weather's good. Okay? In Chicago, if it snows, you're okay. You're okay, because that means it's somewhere around 20. It's not in, it's like 20 degrees, 30 degrees. I ain't worried about the snow, because if it's snow, you're good. The weather, it's not that cold. It gets too cold to snow. That when it's 20 degrees, when you got 20 degrees wind chill, 20 degrees below, 8 degrees below, 3 degrees below, it's not snowing. ain't no precipitation falling, dog. That shit is no. Anyway, but hey, to each his own, man. Maybe you guys are polar bears. If you polar bears or you're a Saint Bernard, if you got a Saint Bernard, hey man, you need to live somewhere like, Minnesota, something like that. Somewhere that dog can be where, all that hair and stuff pays off. You don't want to try to kill your dog in the heat. But I'm not a Great Dane. I'm not a Saint Bernard dog, and I damn sure ain't no polar bear. So I'm gonna roll. Who sounds lazy? They be lazy. They extra lazy. You would be in big trouble with with that shit in the military. Who's that? No, Minnesota ain't no joke, man. Minnesota's worse than Chicago. That's worse. That's heading in the wrong direction, homie. You're heading in the wrong direction going that way. Hey, thanks, Reggie the Tree. I appreciate that, man. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Oh, old man Bobby said I've been to Africa and the heat out there make our heat look tiny. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that, man. Anyway, look, I appreciate y'all coming out. I'm about to bounce. Much love to everybody in the super chat, all the subscribers. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Definitely trying to grow the channel and have more people, good conversations like this. Oh, man, much appreciating the super chat there, Gary Benson. Said for 9, he's got a question. Have you ever seen Diggstown with Lou Gossip? Yeah. James Wood was Eddie Hearn before Eddie Hearn. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, there's that other one too, Gary Benson, that my man Cowex Lopez hooked me up on, man. He's like that's The Harder They Fall with Humphrey Bogart. Said that's Anthony Joshua trying to be Primo Carnera, a complete and utter fraud. But yep, I'll check it out, man. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that movie. I need to check it out again though. It's been a long time. Blood said, "Big up, bro. Big up to you as well, man. Blood, we got to do the collab, man. We got to get it running again, man. It's been a while. I check out yours every time I see." SJ Fish 101 says, "Fanon, I'm pissing myself. I didn't catch the beginning of the stream. Give me a recap, please." Oh, pretty much what we talked about was we talked about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. in the welterweight divisions and who should fight one another, right? I think the consensus was that everybody wanted to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, but that fight's not really going to happen because of the time for a while, and more than likely it's going to be the winner of he wants to fight the winner of Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, but that fight doesn't happen until August. So more than likely, Errol Spence is going to have to fight somebody else before then. So we talked about who that would be. Some of the people that said was Amir Khan, Omar Figueroa, Udenis, Ugas, the number one ranked cat by the IBF. Somebody called me a Spence nut hugger, so I had to throw him out of here. And then what did he call me? He said I got a man crush on Errol Spence, so I threw him out. And then we moved to conversations about Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Just believe Deontay Wilder just needs to let that go because God don't like ugly, man. And eventually, Anthony Joshua's going to get knocked out. Period. He's going to get knocked out because he's not that damn good. Look at this dude fight. He's not that good, man. He's not that good. And, what goes around comes around, dog, especially when you're fighting dudes that weigh 250 pounds. Any one of those dudes can catch you on your chin, and if there's something funny about them. So we talked about that. We talked about this. I gave a little bit of a my usual soliloquy on what's his face, Eddie Hearn, and then we moved into talking about cold ass weather in the Midwest and hot weather down south, and which people prefer. And that's pretty much, it. Somebody can correct me if I miss something, subject matter in there. Ugas is ranked in the IBF. Yep, he is. And that fight's going to happen. But what Errol Spence said was that he wanted to make sure he wanted to have a big name. He's going after cats that can build his legacy. But he knows that he's going to have to fight Ugas eventually because he's ranked by the IBF. So if he fights Ugas, that's going to be a mandatory, I think is what he's saying. So he's not going to fight Ugas next as a voluntary when he knows he's going to have to fight Ugas as a mandatory eventually, as long as Ugas stays in that, doesn't lose. And he looks, as far as what I can see in this ranking, let me go to the spreadsheet. Let me go to Blood Boxing's trademark spreadsheet. That's how I'm gonna refer to it, so I don't bite on them. Let's look and see on Blood Boxing spreadsheet. The IBF, you got Ugas, Vargas. Oh, he said he'd be interested in Vargas, Devin Alexander, Constantine Panamara. That ain't happening. Carlos Adames. I think Carlos Adames is supposed to be, man, he might fight Spence. I mean, he might. I heard a rumor that Carlos Adames might face Terrence Crawford. And he's kind of like a poor man's Errol Spence. So, but that would, those are guys that I would like to see. Ugas versus Carlos Adames. Or Ugas versus Vargas. But Jesse Vargas more than likely would get a shot at a voluntary shot at Errol Spence before Ugas does because he's got more of an established name. You said the spreadsheet is gold. Yes, sir. That's the Blood Boxing. That's the official Blood Boxing spreadsheet. Run right to it. They be a little bit down every once in a while. They be a little bit behind at times. Let's see if they still got, because right now they still got Jeff Horn rated as the number one, rated as the WBO heavy champion. So he's clearly not there anymore. I don't know how these rankings be working. Yes, sir. So it is what it is. Anybody else got anything else for me? Anything else? If not, I'm about to, it's 4:05 on Father's Day. I'm about to say happy Father's Day to all the subscribers and cats that showed up. Much love in the super chat and everybody that leaves comments. I really appreciate it. This is like my third exit. But for a good question, I'll stay. Hey, man, I'm here for the crew. Let me know. Oh, Revan Pickle said Tyson Fury's next fight. Uh, Let me see the list of bums that can be in the heavyweight division. Because I don't know if he's ready for a top 15 guy yet. But let us go. Let us go. Where would he be ranked in? Let's go down to Otto Wallen, Christian Hamer, Tyrone Spong. Man, Adam Kwanaki is way down at number 15 for the IBF. Dang, I wouldn't mind seeing him against Bermain Severn. That could be a step up fight for him. Go ahead. Hey, Tyson, go ahead and call Bermain. See if you can get in with Bermain Severn. You ain't gonna play around with Bermain like that. And if he can beat Bermain Severn at this stage, I think that would be good. I think that'd be a good step up. Somebody like Bermain Severn. I would like to see him fight Bermain Severn. Of all these guys out here, Guillermo Jones is a cruiserweight. How the hell is he up here at heavyweight? That's crazy. Oh, or he could go for the big time. Fraser Kendo, the number 2 ranked WBA cat. How in the world is Fraser Kendo ranked number 2? That's bananas. That dude ain't fought since the 1980s. That dude is older than me, by the way. Fraser Kendo is from Chicago. I think they say he's Puerto Rican, but he's a Puerto Rican Negro because he used to be hanging out at this place used to be the Hyde Park Racquetball Club. It's been closed for a long time, but it's like on it was like on 47th and Lakeside in Chicago. And I used to go to these parties out there, and Fraser Kendo used to be there every weekend hollering at chicks. Fraser Kendo. And that's when I was in high school. Fraser Kendo was partying with me in high school. So I don't know how old they say Fraser Kendo is, man, but god dog, Fraser Kendo pushing 50. Straight up. Oh, Jesse Wise said when it's snow in Texas, you get off that day. Yeah, I love that. School, everything shuts down because they don't know how to deal with it. Yeah, but Fraser Kendo, how old they got Fraser Kendo? I gotta look this up. They got a 50-year-old. Yes. Oh, say he can fight Bermain Severn with Ortiz versus Big Baby on the undercard. Yeah, that would be cool. I think Big Baby's gonna wind up fighting Pulev. I hope he does. Oh, it said he's about 48. That makes sense. That makes sense because he's definitely my age, man. You think that Luis Ortiz is old? Fraser Kendo. Oquenda, he's literally could be retired from like any profession. If he had went to the military, he'd definitely be retired. Birth date, 1973. I don't believe that. Fraser Kendo, 1973. Nah, dog. That's not right. That's not right, homie. He shaved one up off of that, dog. Birthplace, birthplace, San Juan, Puerto Rico, residence, Chicago, Illinois. I guarantee you, dude, I was a junior in high school. And he was at a party and he was bigger than me. That age is funny, man. That nigga lied on, excuse me. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. He lied on his age. All right, he's lying on, now that dude's lying on his age. That ain't his age, dude. Ain't no way. They have him listed at what? 45? No, they lied, dog. Yeah, they're lying, dog. Ain't no way. He's that age. And blood, I know he's not that age because I know who he is. If he was 44, then he was 6'3" in 8th grade. He ain't grown since eighth grade. The hell out of here, dog. He ain't grown since 8th grade. Okay? Because he was full grown when I met him. He had a full head of hair, kind of curly-headed, curly-headed black dude from the South Side. I mean, if somebody would have said he was Puerto Rican, I'd have been like, oh, okay, he's Puerto Rican. All said, Fraze got cheated in that Chris Bird fight. Yeah, that tells you right there. He's Chris Bird's age. Get out of here, dog. How old's Chris Bird? Come on, man. He fought Oliver McCall, dog. Let me see. How old is Chris Bird? James Toney. How old is James Toney? Yep, now he about James Toney's age. That dude, they lying on that age big time. Fraser's older than that. Somebody did some correction on that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way Fraser Kendall's 44 years old. Oh man, so you going live, Blood, tonight? Everybody wants to know, Blood, are you going live? Are you going live? Are you live? Blood, let your presence be known. You being ear in demand. He said they lying. I remember him way back about, yep, he about Tony. Exactly. He about James Toney's age. Ain't no way that dude 44 years old, dog. Ain't no way. Said Tony is 49, the same age as Jones. He might be 50, dude. I think James Toney's 50. James Toney is not quite 50. He turns 50. He turns 50 in 2 months. Yeah, so he's 49. Yep, he turns 50 in 2 months. Fraser Kendall's closer to 50. Y'all know Errol can whip Severn. Nah, dog. Errol ain't whooping Bermain Severn. He said, Fraser Kendall, I thought he was retired. He would walk into the ring with Trinidad sometimes. Can't believe he's still ranked in the heavyweights. But let me see, man. Like, where was the last time Fraser Kendall's supposed to be fighting Emmanuel Char? He hasn't fought since 2014, man. This will be 4 years. He's the number one ranked. This is some craziness. He's the number one ranked, or not number, is he number two? Well, let's go back to Blood spreadsheet. He is the number two ranked fighter by the WBA, and he has not had a fight in 4 years. He will have been out of the ring 4 years by the next time he fights. How in the world does that work, man? Oh yeah, Brian Jensen, man. I was watching James Toney Michael Nunn the other day too. I'm trying to tell you, Curtis Anderson has me shook. I'm like, I got it because he's got like he is not fair debating him, man, because he's kind of like those you see that movie The Rain Man with Tom Cruise back in the day, was like him and Dustin Hoffman. And Dustin Hoffman was this cat that, he could just remember every damn thing. He'd be like, how many cards he could count cards and do all kind of stuff. That's the kind of, with all the antisocial stuff aside, that's Curtis Anderson. That dude got that long beard, sit up in his house memorizing boxing facts. That just, he's got me studying, man. Oh, it said, it's crazy, fam. The boxing media never asks these questions. No, they don't. Man, Blood, I was talking about it earlier. They don't even look at the information that's on their own damn website, man. Boxing Scene today just put up an article on Boxing Scene that contradicted another article on Boxing Scene. I'm like, damn, it's your own newspaper. It's your own. How could you not do that? I mean, are you guys just that full of it? You're just a marketing agency, right? You just there. Oh, hey, what do you want me to write for this guy? Yeah, I'll write it. Here you go. Put it up. Somebody advertise with me. Put it up there and advertise me with me, and I'm good. Go ahead and put that WBA ad right there on the site. Give me that WBC ad money, and we're good. We'll do it. What's I said? Yeah, crazy fan. Yeah, I heard you were right. You're correct. What's about what, Blood? I mean, they contradict themselves in their own page. Boxing counter elite Severn versus Tyson Fury would be a good for comedy. Yeah, that would be. I think it'd be a good fight, though. I mean, I think that would be good for Tyson Fury because it's somebody who can fight. Yeah, Tyson Fury ain't look good in 3. He said, Twin Fam said any more excuses than black fighters not drawing is BS. What's going on, Malik Omar? Shout out to you as well, man. Shout out to you as well. Oh, excuse me. Well, look, this exit is for real. I'm in an hour and a half. Hey, but I'm still waiting on Blood. Are you going live today or yes or no? Or is that your yes, sir one? You're going on after this, Blood? Blood Boxing, are you going on? I guess we'll have to see. I ain't going to put him on the spot. He usually will just say no. For now, which NBA tier Which NBA team are you cheering for in Texas? I want them all to lose. I want the Rockets to lose. I want the Mavericks to lose. I want the San Antonio Spurs to lose. I want every single solitary team in Texas to lose. Period. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. And I'm a ride or die Chicago Bulls fan. So you know that I am been deceased for a long time. God dog, I can't wait till we get a team. I'm a Chicago. Oh, you going around midnight? Oh, I have to catch you, homie. Midnight? You trying to do the grind, late night grind. Yeah, I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, man, so I don't care about none of them. If they got somebody from Chicago that plays for them, then I might root for them. But as of right now, I think the NBA is crap, man. I want them to reinstitute hand checking, allow people to really play basketball and stop acting like these dudes are getting all these shots up because, they're so new and approved. Like people couldn't shoot before. It's that they would put their hands on you and move you. Why? What did I miss, Fanon? Why did Texas hate? Napoleon, he asked me what NBA team, Texas team would I root for. And I'm just telling you, every city that I've ever lived in, people have hated me because I'm a Chicago sports fan. Period. If I used to live in Atlanta. Be like, what's your favorite football team? The Bears. I don't care about the Falcons. I don't give a shit about the Falcons. I lived in New Orleans. They were like, go Saints. Who that? Who that? They're like, who that? Who that? Who that saying they're going to beat them Saints? The Bears. That's who going to beat them Saints. That's who I ride with, man. Fanon, is the number 2 jersey for the Bulls really a curse? Who was wearing the number 2? Was that dummy? Jay Williams? Let me see. I've never heard that before, but let me see if this dummy, Jay Williams, was wearing number 2. Jay Williams. Oh, no, that's not Jay Williams. I'm thinking, what's the name of the dude who used to play for Duke? I'm looking at Jay Williams, a professional in the Chicago area. Who's Jason Williams? Jason Williams, Bulls. This moron's number is 22. So, that's the biggest curse there, number 22. Couldn't stand that dude. Oh, Dennis Hobson? I never heard that, man. I think just the Chicago Bulls in general is a curse. Oh, Khalid El-Amin and Eddie Curry. Yeah, that's sad. Eddie Curry was talented, man. I just think it's bad luck playing for the Bulls, period. I think the whole organization is bad luck. It took like a superhuman, damn near superhuman basketball player in Michael Jordan for us to be any good. So we either got one of the greatest players ever to play the game, or we're bums. That's what it took for us to do that. It's crazy. Oh, Baby Shaq, you talking about Eddie Curry? Yeah, Eddie Curry had some nice hands, man. Real soft hands. I mean, but he had that heart disease, man. And people crapped on him and forget, dude, the cat he was playing well and he got a heart condition. He's a nice kid too, man. I met him before. It's a nice kid. So yeah, you grew up in San Antonio, so you love the Spurs. So I can roll with the Spurs. Time Method, Joe Fanon, do you think that Wilder's next fight should be on pay-per-view to assess his financial pull? No. I'm not somebody who's just going to be like, yay, charge me more money. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Deontay Wilder charging me a lot more money to see him fight. That's just not something that I really look forward to. You know what I mean? I think his numbers, as far as he's the most popular boxer in America that is not on pay-per-view. I mean, that says a lot right there about where he is. The Mighty Ducks. I see our Ray Jones, man, you clowning. He said, did you hear that Anthony Joshua, Keith Thurman, and Gennady Golovkin are starring a Disney remake of The Mighty Ducks? Anthony Joshua, Gennady Golovkin's the cherry picker galore. That's ridiculous. That fight with Vanis Martirosyan was ridiculous. I haven't known Keith Thurman. Yeah, Keith Thurman's ducked, but he's just ducked all of boxing. Like, he ducked everybody in boxing. Wish Kobe would have signed with the Bulls. I don't. No, I wanted to sign with the Bulls. I wanted Kevin Garnett to sign. Did he? No, Kevin Garnett didn't end with the Bulls. He ended with Minnesota. Man. I just don't like the NBA. For now, how much do you think the fight's going to be between Canelo, like 1,000 to get in there? I'm sure they'll charge a lot of money. For me, it's going to be free as a bird. It's going to be free as a bird for me because I am about to stream it. They are not getting my money. Napoleon Armstrong said not worse than Fury cherry picking a cruiserweight. Well, I mean, he was off 3 years and cherry picked that cruiserweight and kissed him and all that nonsense. But yeah, it was a bad. I mean, come on, man. That's what we knew that fight was going to be. Come on, the guy's getting off of fixing drug problems, depression problems, a layoff. He had to lose 200 pounds. Some guy told me though that Tyson Fury was within 6 pounds of his fight weight in that last fight. I was like, are you kidding me? You think that Tyson Fury was within 6 pounds of his optimal prime fight weight in that last fight? No chance. Was it you, Napoleon? Nah, I don't think you said that. He's still a giant. Yeah, I mean, he loses his weight. He'll be able to fight. He's a young dude, too. He's 28. He's 28, man. I think he's about the same age. I think he's about the same age as Anthony Joshua. Oh, Combat Source said Dennis Rodman buffoonery take away from one of the best defensive players ever. Yes, but Dennis Rodman is my favorite bull of all time. God dog. Dennis Rodman was a monster with the Bulls. God dog. He didn't even have to score, man. He didn't even have to score. And that dude did so much dirt with the Bulls, man. God. I loved him with the Bulls, man. I hated him with Detroit. But I loved him with the Bulls, man. Said, make America great again. Dennis Rodman is a good man. He's just going through a lot in his. The brother's not stable. I mean, he's like 60 years old now, man. Come on. He's going to do it. He's doing him. He's doing him, man. He's made it a long way in life, man. He's a success, dog. Dennis Rodman is a success. He's an NBA Hall of Famer. He's just, man, dude was a super, super talented athlete. Yeah, he was a bold man. Rodman was a monster with the Pistons. But see, that's why the NBA sucks, in my opinion, right now, because there's no place in it for a guy like Dennis Rodman now. They've just softened the league up so much. I mean, they've softened it up so much, man. But they let that one ragged hack, Draymond Green, run around doing whatever he wants. Yeah, Rodman was on another level in Chicago. Oh, he was really on another level in San Antonio, though. Yeah, he's a great athlete, man. Dennis Rodman was a great athlete. Oh, Carmen Electra? Yeah, hats off to that Carmen Electra thing. Fury was demonized by the press for his anti-religious backed mantra. The irony when he kissed a little fella, yeah, that's funny, man. Because quite honestly, dude, he just was acting like he made him his chick. NBA is ussified right now. It is. It's ridiculous. It's the All-Star game. I mean, like, I stopped watching the All-Star game because of that crap. I'm like, man, why am I watching this layup fest for? That's the NBA is a layup fest. It's a layup and three-point shot fest. Because if you can hit the shot, you can score. If you can hit threes. Because nobody can touch you. Nobody can touch you. Nobody can touch the guy that's screening for you. It's just a complete joke, man. It's a complete joke. I wouldn't be surprised if they softened the rims up. I wouldn't be surprised if they got that, if they literally softened them damn rims up. Because if you ever go play like in a neighborhood with a heavy rim, and you got a rubber ball, like you go play outside, how them rims, if it hits it, it's coming out. And then you got those soft rims. I guarantee you every rim in the NBA is a soft rim. I guarantee you every one of them. That shit got so much give to it that if it hits the rim, it's gonna fall in. It's just, come on, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they just open and they widen the hoop by a quarter of an inch. It's just a fraud, man. It's a fraud. Let my man, what's the dude? Speaking of Dallas players, Derek Harper. Let Derek Harper play today, man. That dude probably couldn't even make the league. Wow, Fanon said AJ is the Dwight Howard of boxing. Don't do that to Dwight Howard, dog. Dwight Howard is a beast. He was anyway. But he's a tweener. He's a small center. He's a dude that probably should have been a power forward. If he could have had a shot, great power forward. But he just relied on his athleticism so much that when that went away a little bit, then hey, man, when he does goes away. Oh, Boxing Counter Elite said past NBA was very rough. I think Jordan would have beaten the Warriors because of his aggressiveness on the court. If they couldn't touch him, he'd have scored 100. If you can't touch him, he'll score 100. You can't touch him. You can't touch these guys, man. And they sit around, play around with the ball, all kind of crap, and you can't touch them. And the reason that they can do all that is because you can't touch them. If you could put a hand on them, a lot of that stuff, that might make them miss 1-2 shots a game. And then they would have to think about it. I mean, it's just, I'm not a fan, man. I'm not a fan of just crap. I'm not a fan of that at all, man. That's like, okay, like in boxing, man, it's like, yeah, Wilt to score 2,000. Oh my God. You can't, but no, he wouldn't. You know why? Well, I think, no, what did they do? He actually could deal with his zone. I think they did allow them to get triple team without the ball. So yeah, he might do that because they could guard him without the ball anyway. Oh, Fanon, how bad is performance enhancing drugs in the NBA? I keep hearing things. I'm sure it's terrible, dude. I'm sure it's terrible. I'm sure it's prevalent. Look at the shoulders on these. I mean, these guys got bowling ball shoulders. And they got to have stuff so that they can go with the wear and tear on their body. I'm sure it's terrible. They got the money to do it too. I mean, and when you got a bench warmer when you got JJ Redick is making $23 million a year. You got bench warmers pulling in $2-3 million a year. I always said NBA is so soft, Magic Johnson would have no problem playing today. Magic Johnson could, let me tell you, who would kill in the NBA today? Is this cat, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Chris Jackson out of LSU. He played this guy that played in the 30, like the Big Three tournament, the Big Three thing, Ice Cube's league, and was tearing people up at 50. That dude he'd have scored all day and night right now. All day and night. He'd easily average 35 a game, dude. There's no way you could guard Chris Jackson right now. No way if he was in the league. Yeah, I do. Yeah, they're not popping cat. They're not going to pop too many cats with that. Tom Master says Chris Jackson was an absolute beast. I'm telling you, Chris Jackson will score 35 a game. 30. I mean, there will be no stopping him, man, because you can't touch him. You can't touch him. Man, get out of here. You can't touch him. Get out of here. Because he's got a mid-range. His thing isn't even just the threes. He's got a mid-range. I mean, he don't miss on the mid-range. Boxing Counter Elite said Fanon is NBA drug testing the same as, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I don't pay attention to the NBA. I think it's a joke. Mike Big Boxing, what's up, man? Happy Father's Day to you as well, man. And he says happy to everybody in the chat. Oh, imagine the glove guarding Steph Curry. Dude, Steph Curry's not doing all that, man. He's not doing all that because he's going to get touched. He's going to get touched. And if he comes to the hole with them corny-ass layups, he's going to get stitches. I mean, the way those guys are coming to the – hey, man, much love in the super chat, Mike Biggs. The way they're coming to the lane, dude, they would walk out with stitches. I mean, just for real. I'm telling you, they would come up with stitches. Do you remember? There's somebody should go back and watch what happened to Isaiah Thomas. You see Isaiah Thomas, the original Isaiah Thomas, that played for the Pistons, and that's that gigantic cut he got over his eyes is when that he got from Karl Malone opening his face up because he was just doing because he was doing what because he was clowning Stockton, because Stockton couldn't guard Isaiah Thomas, save his life. And he was just clowning him and putting points on him, just clowning him, fancy dribble moves, all kind of stuff, because he had made the dream team. And dude was like, you know what? Boom. And just laid into him and cut and opened up Isaiah Thomas's eye. That would have easily happened to Steph Curry. Coming in there with all that stuff, dog. Come on, man. Somebody would have knocked his ass into next week. They would have brought somebody off the bench. They would have been like, okay, really? You're going to be shooting 3 points from half a mile away. You're going to be coming to the lane being all cutesy shit. Okay, Rick Mahorn, come up off this bench. Next time he does that shit, you get that, you knock him unconscious. They'd have knocked his ass unconscious. But not now. Now you get to go between your legs 4 or 5 times, shoot, shoot 30-foot threes, clowning. No, man. Not saying that these guys couldn't play in the NBA then. I'm just saying that their style of play would have had to change. I mean, I'm not saying like Stephen Curry's not a great basketball player and that he wouldn't have done really well. I'm just saying, man, is that dude would have just been in a situation where he would have had to play differently. He wouldn't have been able to do all of that stuff, man. Hey, man, much love in the super chat. Napoleon Armstrong said, dude, doing your thing as usual for 9. Keep them coming. I appreciate that, man. I'm on a basketball conversation now. I usually don't do basketball too much, just primarily because I'm so sick of it, man. That's a terrible league. That's terrible, man. They went from like when the Cleveland Cavaliers under what was the coach's name? The coach that used to be with Atlanta, and then he went to the Cleveland Cavaliers when they played that super slow down game, and really went overboard on that, not letting the ball move, slowing down the clock. They were like, oh God, these dudes were terrible to watch. So then the NBA just went into overall to make sure that they had enough highlights to keep ESPN, to keep ESPN highlights in business. That was the death of good basketball's highlights. Got these idiots these little idiot kids playing on the team, man. I went to a game, dog. And like I say, and thank you for the super chat. The stuff goes to these kids. They got some kids in the city that will do this, man. This kid literally walked off the court, thought he was doing something, right? He said he was playing. This cat hit like 3 threes, right? Like had damn near half court threes. 3 out of 13 of them. He turned the ball over. He turned over the ball, dribbling between. They were playing up, right? I mean, they were like 12-year-olds playing with 15-year-olds because it's a good team, but they were playing up. But when they got up with the bigger kids and they were trying to go between their legs and take people off the dribble, they got the ball stolen from them. But you couldn't tell this dude anything because, hey, man, he had 3 or 4 highlight reels, but nobody's going to put all that crap where you get robbed, where you turn the ball over, where you throw a bad pass or the pass you don't make. You know what I mean? Like, what about the pass you didn't make? Yeah, great 3-point shot, but what about the guy in the corner standing there with nobody on him? Wouldn't that have been a good play to pass it to him? That's why I just can't stand the NBA right now, man. Sorry. I think it's terrible. I think it's terrible for kids watching it. As far as just, the true sport of basketball, because I love the sport of basketball. Like I go to a college game. I watch how those guys do their thing. Because that NBA rule, letting those kids go to, I think letting kids go to the NBA faster has helped college basketball, in that they've got some really good systems, and you can see a bunch of good colleges, a higher level or more parity around. And it's not always just, the top couple teams that have a chance to win. But anyway, it is what it is, man. Hey, man, am I missing something? There ain't been a comment in a while. Let me hit this recycle. Make sure I didn't miss something because it just like stopped coming through. Nah, man, nope. It's just not a lot of comments. Oh, okay. Fanon, jump shooters don't even follow their shot anymore. They all stand there posing when they could have gotten a rebound. Yep, that too. Duke versus Kent, Kansas versus North Carolina. What is this? Oh, they got the trivia game coming on, man. I'm gonna go check out Marlo's Corner. I think they're gonna have that. Bud should. Oh, Fanon. What's going on? Juan Chandler said Fanon should Bud fight Ugas next. Nah, I don't think he's gonna be able to fight Ugas next. I wouldn't mind seeing him do that. But I think what's gonna happen is let's go to the spreadsheet. Let's go to the spreadsheet. Because Ugas, I don't think is in the WBO. I'm about this is gonna be my last one for sure. I gotta roll. Ugas is not ranked in the WBO. I think he's gonna wind up fighting. I've heard Carlos Adames. I've heard what's his name? The names that were mentioned by Bob Arum. Let me pull it up. This will be the last one. All right, man. I thank you guys for everybody. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, hit the like button. I mean, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Man, I really do super enjoy this conversation. But I want to find this little bit of information. My man Cornerman Radio texted me this. It was from an interview. Man, I'm gonna try to get to this quick. Cornerman Radio be clowning me on my text. Who is calling me from Chicago? I got to call him back. Yeah, I can't figure out. But I think it was like Carlos Adames or Jose Benavidez are the next people that they're gonna the next people that he's gonna fight. That's what I think anyway. So yeah. Oh, Fanon, I have 2 questions floating out there, bro. Okay, yeah, all right. I'll roll back. What are the questions though? It's easier just to put them up top. Who's calling me? Hold on one second. Nope, somebody hung up. That might be my mama calling me. That might be. I think that's my mama. My mama's gonna be like, "Hey." Oh, other than that, okay. SJ Fish. I think it's SJ Fish, right? Fanon. Karl Malone versus David West. Who you got? Kidding me? In a fight? Karl Malone. Basketball? Karl Malone. Karl Malone's a much better Karl Malone is a much, much, much better basketball player than David West. And he'll beat the tar out of David West. That's a big old boy. Oh, Karl Malone versus Charles Barkley. Used to go in. Okay, that's that one. What's the other one, SJ Fish? SJ Fish, true that one for none. SJ Fish, I wish Floyd would come back for one fight and challenge Errol Spence. Then the torch would be officially passed. Trust me. Oh, yeah, he don't want it. I had somebody on there tell me, dude, that they thought that he would beat, that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would beat Errol Spence right now. Like, you're out your mind, dude. The dude is 40 years old, man. I didn't see the last one, man. What's the last question that I missed, SJ Fish? But if that was a question, man, you ain't making me go way back. There's nothing back. I can't go any further back than I did. So you're gonna have to post that one. I'll stay till you post that one. What's up, Bless? We still here? King Corleone, yeah. Okay, I gotta hear. Hey, Brian Jensen, have a blessed day as well, man. If I didn't already miss you before you got out. Oh, that's what it is. All right. Oh, my dude, TY, brother. That was it? All right, cool. All right, y'all. Well, I did it. I did the thing, man. We did the thing today. And with that, peace, love. Hey, thanks everybody coming out, man. Much love and